Hi there YouTube, it's Melissa and I'm here to share what I hope to be using on another layout. This layout is actually funny because I'm going to be pulling from the pack of you know, my Christmas stuff, which I'm not all that thrilled about, but whatever. I'm trying to stay focused on spring as best as I can. So anyways, but I'm going to share, I already started layering some of the elements onto my photo, but here's the photo. And I just added some papers because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with pink or red. So there's 2 girls and the 4 boys, and I just wanted to keep it as neutral to both parties as possible. So I am going to be using I pulled from my stash this old L Studio. This is their Noel collection. It's super old, but I like the colors, and you know, I've already started, like I said, pulling some of them to go with my photograph. I hope to also use, this stamp for like a background. It's a foam stamp, and I have a little foam applicator and some white acrylic paint for the background. I'm going to try to use the Stampin' Up! Festive Flurry and the die set that goes with it. It's for some snowflakes, which, like I said, is very odd at the moment because I'm trying so hard to focus on spring. Some vellum. And then the stamps I pulled. I pulled this Technique Tuesday, Ellie Edwards. I love school because I like the word friends. I pulled some dies, some Technique Tuesday, the Flare Maker. Concord and 9th, Take a Bow. There's some snowflakes here. I pulled this Scraptastic. Let's see if it says what this is called on my paper. You know, they don't label their stamps, which maybe it's called Baby It's Cold Outside. Sorry. So I like the All Bundled Up and, you know, Baby It's Cold Outside, but the snowflakes. And then for the font, I'm hoping that it works out to use this Naturally Serif alphabet from Sizzix. You've seen me use it in the past. It's nice and little, and you know, it'll be good for a title. And so yeah, that's what I hope to use. I don't have a ton pulled because you know, it's difficult. You know, I want this to be a snow page, you know, but I like this color scheme, but obviously these are Christmas paper, so I'm just trying to keep it, you know, where I think it's going to be. So I'm going to pull in some craft, I know that, but yeah, anything else I'm not exactly sure of. So, all right, thanks for watching. I'll be back. Bye. Hi there, YouTube. It's Melissa, and I'm back. I finished that layout. Took me a little longer than I wanted to, but that's all right. So I'm going to share it, and then I will do my best to tell you what I did. So here's an overview. I'll start at the top and show you quickly, and then I'll get some stuff on my desk here. Okay, so I mentioned before in the first half of the video that I was going to be using this L Studio Noel collection, and I did use that. So I use that for my base and also for these layers, some diagonal and whatnot. I also used it for what I used to back behind the photo. These are just some miscellaneous picked, a gray and then a blue tealy Project Life card. And I just tucked it back there. This red is just a miscellaneous red. I pulled it best matched. And so what I did to start with was this was a craft base with polka dots. So I took my Studio Calico Mr. Huey's in the opaque white, and I went and did some splatters. Then, like I mentioned before, I was going to use a snowflake, and I did that with this and some acrylic paint. And I lightly put it on there so you could have like some images. You could also achieve the same sort of technique with stencils. I just happen to have this very loved sponge or foam stamp. So I did that. Then I went ahead and used from Stampin' Up! The Festive Flurry. And I stamped these on vellum, and then I went through with the dies that match, and I cut them out. I embossed them with white, and then I die cut them out, which, I mean, it's a really great look for this page. It's very soft. And so I went through my stash. After I did these bottom 3 layers, this one is on a diagonal, I went through my stash, I tucked one of those, I put this half over here, and then I added some miscellaneous buttons. This is just a piece of vellum and then a overlay. It's hard to see, but acetate. And then this is actually made with, this was the day it was, so this was made with this stamp set from L Studio, stamped in black with the numbers, and then I went and white embossed it with this stamp set. This one actually happens to be called Numbers, and this one is called Say Cheese 2. And I used February with white embossing powder. I used this die from Stampin' Up. It's the Framelit Circle Collection, because what I did here, this here is a piece of cork, and I always try to use, you know, the pieces that I don't. So this is like, so it was just right here. This was just a curvy square, and I cut it out because I don't see myself using that. So I cut the cork out. I die cut it first with my circle die that I just showed you, and then I went in with a Lawn Fawn heart and put it in the center and cut the center out. I backed it in the same red that's here, and then I added some glossy accents to give it a shine, which is why it looks like it's enamel on the inside. And then, yeah, so, and then moving over here, these are more buttons that I added at the top. I added the negative, so to speak, or the positive, however you want to look at it, the cork heart here. I added 2 word stickers or sentiment stickers from, you know, they're just from sentiment sticker sheets, alpha sheets. Then my No School, I ended up cutting with what I wanted to, the Naturally Sheriff alphabet from Stampin' Up. And I put No School, because I was going to put Let It Snow or Snow Day, and I felt like, gosh, that title's so overused. So I ended up using a Let It Snow flare badge, which I got from this Lawn Fawn Peace, Love, Joy set. And I just put a piece of pinked blue paper behind it. I wadded up my thread, because that's what I like doing these days, and put it there. And then I added a Today from Freckled Fawn right underneath No School, and just put that on there. So that's it. Super easy. And I like it a lot. So enjoy, and thanks for watching, and please give me a thumbs up, and you can find me also on Facebook. All right, guys. Bye.